this description in Proverbs 31 of a godly woman. My mom is a hard worker. She works hard for the things she may want or need. Not only does she work hard for herself, but she works hard to help others attain what they want or need. Many nights when we go to bed, her light was still on because she was working on her homework. She never gave up, even on the classes she did not like and struggled with. Now she just finished her last 2 classes for her associate's degree. My mom does not give up no matter how hard it gets. She perseveres. Just as she diligently worked to attain something she wanted, she encouraged and helped others attain their goals. She sacrifices many things to help my brothers and sisters and I accomplish what we enjoy doing. Dancing, taekwondo, and guitar, and basketball. She also gives opportunities to try the new things we would like to try to do. She sacrifices her time to drive us all around to our different lessons, dance competitions, tournaments, basketball games, recitals, and rehearsals. My mom is one of the most unselfish persons I know and love. She is constantly putting others before herself and her wants. Another characteristic that my mom possesses is stated in verses 20 of Proverbs 31, which says, "She extends her hand to the poor, and she stretches out her hand to the needy." My mom has always had a heart for school and believes every child should have the opportunity to go to Christian school based on desire and not on their family's financial status. Besides being a full-time classroom teacher, she teaches music to each classroom. My mom's desire is to give the arts, music, dance, drama, their place in a child's education. Did you know that statistics states that young people who participate in the arts for at least 3 hours, 3 days a week for a year are 4 times more likely to be recognized for academic achievement, 3 times more likely to be elected to a class office within their school, and 4 times more likely to participate in a math and science fair. My mom wants to give every child an opportunity to succeed, so she puts on a play each school year. It is remarkable what she does with no money. My mom also buys snacks for those in her class that she teaches who do not have snacks. Another of my mom's characteristics is found in Proverbs 31:15. She rises also while it is still night and gives food to her household and portions to her maidens. My mom many times makes trips to the grocery store and fast food restaurants to buy food for us to eat. She knows everyone's likes and dislikes concerning food choices. Just think, 5 children and her mom and dad. Proverbs 31:26 talks about another characteristic of a godly woman that my mom has. It states, "She opens her mouth in wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue." In addition to being a hard worker and provider, caretaker, and sacrificing, and many other things, Mom, you're also a counselor. When I don't know what I should do, what I should say, how I should handle a situation, I know I can come to you for advice and sound counsel. You give words of wisdom to me. I have witnessed many others coming to you for advice and counsel, such as my brothers and sisters, children from school, and even adults. If there is something I do not understand the Bible or about God, or may have taken something the wrong way, you explain it to me and guide me on the right path. When I base things on my feelings instead on truth, how I feel instead on God's truth, you bring me back to what God says in His Word. Mom, you have always been there for me in the bad times and the good times. When you notice when I'm worried, frustrated, tired, concerned, hopeful, nervous, or happy. You notice. You yourself have gone through many rough times that I have or have not noticed, but you never gave up. It states in Proverbs 31:27, "She looks well to the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness." Ever since we were little, my mom has monitored what we watch on TV, games we play, what we do, and what we say to each other, and how we treat each other is not contrary to the Word of God, and is not something she disapproves of. If we misbehave, she takes the time to correct us. My mom is a woman of strong beliefs and conviction. She's a godly woman. My mom is also a woman of faith and virtue. In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verses 5 through 7, it states, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I have commanded you today shall be on your heart, and you shall teach them diligently to your sons, and shall talk of them when you sit in your houses, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. This you have done, Mom. You have loved the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Since you were a little girl, you have desired to please God and to do His will. Mom, you have taught us the Word of God, and you have taught us His Word to us and with us. Thank you, Mom, for making it important in your life to spend time with God, for making it a priority to teach us the Word of God, and for continually talking about His Word. In my mom's life, I can see the work of God producing fruits of the Spirit. The fruits of the Spirit are listed in Galatians 5, verses 22 to 23, which states, "By the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law." Proverbs 31:29 through 31 states, "Many daughters have done nobly, but you excel them all. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the city gates." Mom, you fit God's description of a godly woman and a righteous woman. You are such a great blessing to me and so many others. You have touched so many people's lives. You're a wonderful and amazing mom. You are so gifted and talented. God has a special calling in your life that no one else can do. Thank you for making God your priority in life. I am so blessed to have a mom who first loved God and wants to please Him by doing His will, one who is godly, loving, caring, kind, gentle, honest, wonderful, beautiful, and talented, and amazing. You light up the room when you are there. When you are gone, I miss you. I enjoy spending time with you on a one-on-one basis, talking with you and seeing you and hearing your comforting voice. I have only shared a few of the many things you have done in my life and will continue doing, not only for me, but for all who God sends to you. This is why I have chosen you as my hero. I want all to know what blessing and precious jewel you are to me.